everybody, my name's Ardendris, and welcome back to Avatar, Master of Elements. Last time, we started testing out some new abilities, so now we have the ability to go Explosion. And we also have this ability, which are both really cool. Not very good for dragon hunting, which we found out the hard way, cause both of these moves are have to be aimed at the ground to properly use. And they're also not incredibly long, and they're also fairly short range, so they could be better. They are really cool abilities though, and I'm a pretty big fan of them. But yeah, we basically just tested out our new explosive, or combustion bending, I believe is what it's actually called. This first move is called explosion, but the bending itself is combustion. So yeah, we got these two new cool techniques. Also, last time, we made this thing, this washing machine, which you're supposed to put armor in to fix. But I couldn't get it working. But I think I fixed it. So I just need to make some soap, make soapy water. Sure, we're gonna turn it into the super soapy water, just because. So doop and doop. I think I fixed it. So if I put in that, I believe when I hit start, it will fill up with soap. And now I can take off my armor. And I did test this. Hopefully it's saved. There we go. I can actually get my armor in here. And do I have a random helmet that needs fixing? Sure, I'll grab this iron one. Pop that in there. Start. That working? Yes, finally! That was so much more difficult to get working than it should have. I had to, search up how the config worked and then start messing with the different settings. I had to put in my own if in washing machine equals true, then fix this specific armor. I had to go in and specifically say that the item name, which is Ice and Fire Armor Bronze Boots, I had to do that for every single piece of dragon armor to actually get it to work. But there we go. I can just sort of leave that washing and it will eventually fix all the way back up. So, that's very nice. It's going to be so much better than having to go find a green dragon. Which we did do last time, and then it ate us. So, yeah. I duplicated a bucket somehow. I started with 12. How do I have 13 now? I started with 12. How do I have 14 now? Okay, then. Seems to be a bit of an issue with that. But, I did a little bit more config messing around than just making a washing machine work. I also adjusted our chi. So I have full control over how much chi we have. I can change the max, change starting, change how much you get for each level you go up, change your available chi. I can do all of that. So what I have done is pretty simple up to this point. I can change it more at some point. But I've changed our available chi, which is the little 16 there. I changed that from 12 to 16. So we do have an extra 4 available chi at any given moment. And I've made it so that our max chi is now 200. We still have to make it there by leveling up our abilities. But as it stands, that I thought that might be nice to keep being able to actually level up rather than just stuck at 100 when we realistically could be getting stronger still. So yeah, that's about what we got up to and what I got up to between episodes. I need to make more food. I used a lot of my pot roast last time. But yep. So I just need to wait for my armor to finish fixing up. It probably won't take too long. So I'll just be back when this is back to full health, and I'll be with you. Okay, it's been about 3.5 minutes, I think, since we started this. And apparently there wasn't quite enough soap in the machine to actually fix our chest plates, but that's fine. Now that that's fixed, I can get tossed in here. Where's my extra helmet? Here we go. Bronze scale helmets, just finish off the armor set. And we still need to gather more levels so that we can properly enchant everything. Oh yeah, also upgraded the enchanting table. Forgot about that part last time. But, I just remembered a mod I have in, so I want to make it. I forgot I had the test dummies in. It's just a plank and a hay bales. Sure, let's make a couple of these. I'm curious what our strongest technique actually is. And these might be a good way to actually test it properly. So, thank you. So, like so, and so. Gets us 3 test dummies. The rest of that can just come back with me. And let's get a little bit of ways from town. And of course, how is it always nighttime? I literally did time set day right before I started to make sure it was daytime. And we've already run out of time. I gotta wait like 20 seconds for daytime. No. Okay, here we go. Test dummies are set. I'm actually curious about something. I'm gonna start with Flame Strike. Flame Strike is at 74%, but Flame Strike doesn't level up unless I actually hit a target. I'm curious if these will count. Flame Strike, Flame Strike, Flame Strike. Okay, 2.2 when it hits 3 times. 77. Why is my available chi so high right now? Bump, dump, bump. Okay, that counts and I get 1% every... What's going on my... Does Flame Strike count differently? What happened to my available chi? It's not... Did Flame Strike break it? Did it break because I... Bump, bump, bump. Okay, Flame Strike... Something break? I'm so confused what's going on with my chi right now. Like, am I missing something about how this mod works? Like, is this some weird trick I didn't know about? But, hey, I'm not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth. I'm just gonna keep using Flame Strike. It's almost there. 2 more sets and Flame Strike should reach its final level. Do it one more time, please. Bump, bump, bump. There we go. So, guess that gives us a chance. Tier 3 scroll. I don't think I have one of those on me, but I do have Tier 4. Before I go ahead and use a Tier 4, let's double check to make sure I don't have a Tier 3 hiding somewheres. I don't think I do. Let me in the door, please. Tier 1, Tier 1, Tier 1. I kind of wish the Universal Scrolls had some more differentiation between their levels. You can't really tell just by looking. Tier 1s, Tier 2, Tier 2, Tier 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1. Okay, so we don't have any Tier 3 Universals, and I know we don't have any Fires. We do have Tier 4 Universals, but I will start with a Tier 4 Fire first. Like so. Which path do we want? Dragon's Wrath. Short explosions of multicolored condensed fire. Smelt everything. Ooh. Phoenix Breath. Piercing arcs of flame shoot from your fist. Set fire to things. Smelt everything. Dragon's Wrath? Short explosions of multicolored... Yes, we're doing Dragon's Breath. I think I went with... Flame Drive. Did I go with Phoenix for this one? Oh, wait, no, I have Dragon's Breath for Flamethrower and Dragon's Wrath. Okay. I didn't even really think about that one. I just sort of took a guess and was like, yeah, dragons are cool. So, yep, our max chi went from 134 to 137. Okay. It's prettier. Oh, I can spam that a lot more. Like, the cooldown on that is so much shorter now, actually. It's really cool. So Flame Strike might become more useful. It's much larger, so it can more easily hit multiple targets, it looks like. Okay. Actually, now I'm curious about what the other one does for that one, too, but we'll figure that out later. But, what about Fire Shot? Flame Strike is 2.2, but it hits 3 times, and now it hits multiple targets. What about Fire Shot? It does 3.8 on the first hit, but the thing with Fire Shot is that it literally grabs its target and pulls it. It just can't pull the target dummies, which is why it didn't do as much. So I think Flame Strike is still just stronger. Like, Fire Shot is still just going to be stronger than Flame Strike for the most part. What about Flamethrower? 1.38. So it doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but it hits so quickly and it hits a lot of stuff at once. Like, if I get... Yeah, I can literally hit all 3 dummies if I line it up right. Only problem is it chews through chi. So, yeah, our fire moves still continue to be really cool, and, it's nice knowing just, like, an accurate number. They seem to do about... Well, we get the little DPS thing. It seems like they all sort of average about 3 damage per second. The, Flame Strike does almost 4 damage in 1 hit, but it probably takes more than a second, so DPS-wise, it probably slows down a little bit. I'm not entirely sure. But, like, those three abilities have, like, different uses, and they're all pretty good. Now I gotta wait for more chi to test everything out. I forgot about that part. Okay, a decent amount of our chi is charged back up, and while we were waiting, I figured I'd just make some more pot pie real quick. Or pot roast, not pot pie, rather. I'm curious, how much does the landing on this do? I don't know, I missed. I, apparently underestimated how far this thing went. Let's try that one again, shall we? This far? I don't know, that one wasn't properly picked up on it. I'm out of chi now. We didn't actually check out Explosion. Oh yeah, direct hit is like a full-on TNT under their feet. Yeah, Explosion's still really good. Oh, that one's pretty good too if it gets a good hit in or two. Oh no. I can move these things now. Go on, get in the smelter. Come on. I'm just gonna keep blowing you up, okay? Okay. Well. Oh, you're still standing. I'm out of chi. Aw. Explosion is such a nice ability. Come on. I'm just gonna keep backing up as I'm stuck. Hi, we can talk about this like civilized people. Ow. Gotcha. There we go. Let's pop in bed real quick. That will... Like 2 blocks away. How was that too far? Anyways. We got Explosive Pillar is up to level 4 now. We can level that up too. But like, yeah, our explosive abilities continue to be very strong if you can actually properly target them. Explosive Pillar is now Parents Tier 5, which means this won't work, right? Boom. Maybe it will. What do we want? Explosion Machine Gun creates 3 explosive pillars that have small explosions and don't travel too far, but occur rapid fire and are fun to use. Boom! Ridiculously big explosion that travels far, but doesn't occur frequently. Devastating. Let's try Boom. Yep, that didn't work. I didn't think it would, but figured I'd try it nonetheless. Let's use the number 5 one here then instead. We're gonna go with Boom. Wait, didn't you just say that you were Parent Tier 5? Why are you suddenly Parent Tier 6? Like, why, game? Fine then. Don't you dare say you're now level 7. Don't you do that to me, game. Thank you. Boom. There we go. We got full chi because we slept, and now we're up to 40. 140, rather. But, I feel like I was gonna I feel like I was gonna say something, then the ants jumped me, and then I forgot what I was gonna do. But, okay, that is a very big explosion. I definitely have to time it better, though. Actually, that one has to be... Did I actually move those? Or did my death perception mess up there for a moment? It definitely kind of looked like I pushed them back, though. Oh, that was a good one. Oh, those are definitely moving a tiny bit, aren't they? Interesting. So, like, Explosion continues to be very powerful, but pretty hard to use, because I have to be pretty specific with my targeting. Oh yeah, I remember what I was going to do before I got jumped. I hadn't even tried testing out Immolate. Because, like, we keep occasionally using Immolate, and it makes some sort of difference, but we don't really know what it is. Oh, I see it now. It's not... Out of curiosity, that's not different. I didn't think it would be. Immolate seems to only work for firebending abilities, not the sub-elements. But, as it stands, it's not a major increase, but we were definitely doing more damage with those fire strikes and fire shots than we did before. Hold on. Oh, I don't have flamethrower on there anymore. Yeah, it's 1.38 with flamethrower. Immolate. 1.66. Okay. So, what, it's about a third of a damage point increase? Which isn't a lot, but that is only level 1. So Immolate might actually get really good if we just keep using it. Oh wait, it is level 2, I forgot about that fact. It's also fairly simple to train. I just have to keep burning myself for a little bit. But, when you say it out loud, this doesn't sound great. Hold on, I'm gonna test something. Today is gonna apparently just a test day, trying to figure out how some of this stuff works. I'm assuming I can't use Immolate while in water, right? Wait, did that just work? Hold on. 24. That worked, and it counted. Okay. That feels kind of cheap. I'm really surprised that actually worked. Like, why can't I firebend underwater? That doesn't make much sense. I can't fireball, but I can light myself on fire using Immolates, which is kind of weird. Oh yeah, I remember something else I had noticed. So, the weird chi thing that happened while we use Flame Strike only happens while we use Flame Strike. Where it just, like, sort of gives us infinite available right now. Like, if we have the chi, we can just use the move after using Flame Strike, which is weird after how with everything else working separately. Curious if it's just, like, a weird side effect, or... I suppose it could be a bug of some sort. Not enough... It didn't do it that time. Can I use Flame Strike, please? There we go. I assume it does that so that you can actually use the 3-hit combo most of the time. So I think they put in a system to make sure that Flame Strike could be used properly, and then it sort of messed with it a little bit, so now it works differently. Like, their fix for something seems to have had other effects that make it so that it becomes like an infinite using up all of your chi that you have, rather than just like the tiny bit that's available for you. Which is kind of a cool side effect if you think about it. Like, it sort of makes it feel like Flame Strike is this move where you're using up every part of your being, rather than just, like, the normal parts. I don't know, there's just something kind of cool about what feels like a weird bug side effect thing, rather than a intended feature. But anyways, back to testing. We've tested out all of these with their boosted and regular forms. What about Fireball? We didn't actually see how good this one properly is. Only 2.2. I thought that was going to be stronger. What about Immolate Fireball? 2.65 plus it gets extra range. Okay. So, it feels like Fireball has a better boost from Immolate than some of the other abilities. Because it just sort of seemed to make, like, Fire Strike... It seemed to make these 3 stronger, but didn't actually affect how they worked. That actually has a larger effect on Fireball than any of the other ones, which is kind of cool to know. But, now that Fireball leveled up, What scroll do you need? You need a tier 3. We don't have any of those, so I guess a tier 4 will do. Tons more damage upon direct hit and way faster. There we go. Challenge complete, Fire Lord. Ooh. Did that symbol change, or was it? Did it always have those streaks? I don't know. Something feels different with the little firebending symbol at the bottom, but I could just be misremembering. But Fire Lord. Fire Lords are incredibly powerful, having unlocked the majority of firebending techniques and access to yet more powerful ones. Defeating one is no easy feat. That's kind of cool. Oh yeah, Flame General moves Flame Strike. Master the Flame Strike ability. I missed some cool achievements that we got. But, that didn't feel different. that damage is the same. Does it just work weirdly on, dummies? Like, do the dummies have, like, some built-in thing where they don't take... Okay, I can actually hit multiple with that. It's just kind of hard placement. Does Immolate feel different with it now, then? No, that jump didn't feel as cool as the description said it was going to feel. Especially considering we just got Fire Lord as an achievement for leveling that up like that. So, kind of a little bit of a letdown. It didn't actually get stronger after leveling up. Maybe once it reaches 4th level. But does that make every one of our firebending skills level 2? Yeah. All of our firebending skills are level 3 or 4. Except for... Oh, excuse me. Fire Redirect, which we can't actually train, because we would need another firebender. Or Immolate, which we're slowly training up now that we're using it some more. But I'm just going to have to train up Fireball and other abilities real quick. Hold on, how close are we to this? 93% off of Flame Glide. Did it go up a full percent when I did that? It did. Okay. I kind of want to get Flame Glide up to level 4 real quick, so I'm just going to keep spamming it for a minute until it's there. One moment. You know, my original goal for today was to actually come up here after doing a slight bit of firebending training and just like figuring out how strong our abilities actually are. I was going to come up here and then actually start working on setting up our dojo for our first dojo. I think I'm going to do 3 separate ones for firebending specifically. Because I knew I was going to do a little bit of firebending testing, but didn't think I was going to go super crazy with it, just a tiny bit, and then get started up here. We're now 22 minutes into recording, and yeah, we've done nothing but actually test out our abilities at this point. But there we go. That gets our fire glide up to our max level. Which of these scrolls? This is the tier 4. Get over here, please. Flame Glide, level 4. What do we want? Flame Burst, extremely fast and short dashes from fire. Shockwaves upon starting and stopping, lower cooldown. That sounds nice. It doesn't make it so I can't properly use it in the village anymore. Flying Dragon. Travel slowly, but for longer and higher. Multicolored flames. Do we just go for another dragon abilities? Sure, we'll just go for another dragon ability. Why not? Challenge complete. Flame General moves. Flame Glide. Let's see it in action. Oh, that is much longer range. Okay, we didn't take fall damage. I was expecting to break my shins there. I really like the abilities with like the very pretty colored flames like that, where they start getting like really glowy and like different shades. Those moves are really pretty to look at, not gonna lie. Keep forgetting that's explosion and not fire shots. But anyways, is there any other move stuff we want to look at real quick? Explosion is only up to 49 right now. 49% real quick right now. I have to just like keep training that up. What about my other moves? Fire Shot is maxed, Flame Strike is maxed, Flamethrower is maxed, Flame Glide is maxed. It really is Fireball and Immolate at this point for firebending and Explosion for combustion bending. Other than that, more or less all of our firebending is actually properly maxed out. And then we can get... Well, I say that firebending is the only firebending does have two sub bendings. We could start on lightning bending. I think I want to max out explosion before I start on a lightning bending though. So yeah, I think I'm actually gonna get started on this then. I think we're going to start setting up our firebending dojo, which I think will double as the dojo for combustion and lightning bending as well, rather than making them their own. But I'm gonna have to clear out some of these. What are these? Like garden bed things, little farm plots. Probably gonna have to tear down most of the houses that are up here and like start like planning stuff out. I suppose having like these, I keep wanting to say Ars Arcanum or something like that. These ancient warfare. And I'm not sure why I keep wanting to start the word with Ars, like it's Ars Magica or something. But I keep wanting to, and I've done it this entire time. And like a lot of my series, I end up almost doing it, but having to stop myself. But yeah, we're basically just going to like clear out some of these plots and like sort of plan this out. So let me get these garden plots out of here and get to work. It occurs to me as I start clearing out some of this stuff that I have no idea how I'm building this. Like, or maybe not no idea, but I have a few ideas, but I have no idea if I know how exactly I'm going to be building this. I think that I think all the buildings here are actually just going to have to come down for my plan, and then I'm going to have to make some sort of like small living area for like the people living up here, because I think I kind of want to just have some people running around. That sounds like it might be like very nice, like aesthetic, like there's actually people working and living in this like dojo. But let's actually head to bed, and I have some stuff I need to like toss away into chest real quick, so I'll do that in a moment. But I think I have like a very, very, very basic idea of what I'm planning to do. I'm gonna take out basically everything that's up there, and like start. I don't know. I think I'm gonna do like this giant open concept thing. Like, I'm not even sure I'm going to put a front door on it. I might just leave it as, like, this large structure that you can, like, enter into, like, side doors. But, like, you come in through, like, this big archway opening into, like, this giant fighting pit, maybe, is how I want to do this. Like, maybe this raised stone platform that, looks like crumbled and whatnot. I have some ideas. Hold on. I think I need something down from the barn. Where's the farm? Here it is. What am I thinking of? The iron hammer, this thing. I noticed I could do that and repack the gates. And I'm curious if I can do the same thing over here. Does this count as my structure? I don't remember if this one had like a banner we clicked to claim it or not. But I'm gonna see if I can't steal the gates rather than destroy them. Because I'd rather not have to make more of them if I can just steal them. Hello there. Can I do this? The answer is no, apparently. Did I miss a banner somewhere in this place to claim it so that I could actually steal it? I don't remember. Anything in these urns? Doesn't look like it. That's fine. Basically, I'm just gonna have to keep taking everything down. And once everything's down, we'll start, like, planning stuff out properly. But, yeah, I only have a very bare inkling of an idea about what I'm actually doing here. Oh no, I'm just here building! I'm almost done clearing out these buildings. The only thing I have left is what's left of this one, and the little llama pen over there. So, of course, as usual, I can't just build in peace. The game's gotta cause a blood moon. Did I make a... No, it's disappeared. Okay. For a second, I thought I had made a ant salvager fly. And I guess I did in a way, but I thought it was eternally floating, but no. Ah, you've been shot too, my friends. I missed. Oh, no. Yep, there's a death. And my respawn is right here, because I was set up a bed here. Oh no. Can we stop? I gotta readjust the death marker. I set up chests up there for, like, all the stuff I tore down. And, like, there's a chest for all sandstone blocks, one for every block that's not sandstone, and one for everything that's not a normal block up there, so that I could have some place to store stuff while I work. And I was gonna show it off when I was actually done tearing stuff down. My abilities are stronger, but nowhere near strong enough to deal with this nonsense. Aw, man. Now I gotta wait it out. I have made a mistake. I fell down a hole. Okay, this is I guess a way to showcase this. Oh, they're chasing me. Explosion! Go away, please. I am not in a good position right now. Let me wall jump, please. Let me wall jump. No, I didn't make it. No, let me up, please. No, I'm gonna die here. Go on. I will keep exploding you. Got you. Okay, there we go. That was close. So, yeah. So, I'm waiting for the blood moon, obviously, still. And I was thinking, I need some of the building blocks out of the farm. So, I mean, I already started working on this before, but I was going to hold off on showcasing it properly until I was actually properly done with it. Then some nonsense happened there while I was trying to run back home. So secret tunnel, secret tunnel. Yeah. I started building a secret tunnel to go to the farm. It's actually could have been longer. It felt like it should have been longer because the farm feels pretty far away from the house, but turns out to not actually be. And so I brought it all the way over here and I dug up. Then the gate on the farm wasn't closed, and I was not fast enough to actually close it. Howard. Okay, then I guess the roof didn't protect you. So, yeah, I thought I would be safe. In that secret tunnel, I thought I would be able to get up into the barn, no problem. That didn't work. That plan didn't actually pan out very well. Hence the running for my life, running through the desert. Just close that. Keep that closed. We'll just head back to the house the teleportation way or secret tunnel way. But I needed some of the blocks out of here. Or at least I wanted to try grabbing some of them at least. I think that's all I got room for though, so that will have to do. But I do need the chisel. Did we break the chisel and not build another one? We might have. If I want the chisel and bits, I'll come back for the chisel and bits. But right now, I'm not doing that right now. Sure, I'll grab more cobble, because I don't know if I have enough. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of centaurs all shooting at something. What are you... Are some of those things invisible, the, like, ant salvage things? What are you... What is all of your problem? Why are they all just sort of aiming bows at each other? I just blew up a grass block in front of me. That wasn't my goal. Oh, I'm out of chi. How close is explosion to being done, actually? 59%. Not very close. I'm out of chi. I can't do that anymore. Anyways. Now that we're finally back into... Go away. Thank you. There we go. And I need to go toss some stuff into a chest and start planning stuff out. I also need to finish tearing stuff down. Forgot about that part too. I'm very glad that now more accurately follows my mouse cursor instead of just going straight forward. That's pretty nice. Oh, those shadows are people that haven't spawned in. Okay. Sand and stuff goes in here. All this other stuff can go in here. Da-da-da. Not the soup. The soup is not something that goes in here. I'm being shot at again. Sure, you can go in there for now. You go in here, and let me just, like, put the rest of the stuff away and then finish tearing this up before we get started. Okay, finally everything is torn down except for the little llama pens. Not entirely sure what I'm doing with these. I'm probably going to tear them down at some point, but I don't know if I want to just slaughter the llamas. Kind of feels wrong. I don't know. I might move these llamas away at some point, or I might just get rid of them, I guess. I don't know. We'll figure that out later. But time I guess to start getting into planning mode. I'll use these as like planning blocks. I don't really know why, just sort of, I don't know. But how are we doing this? I want some sort of like big training ring in the middle. That's, I think, like one of my major sticking points. How do I want to build it? I think I'm going to do like a big circle or oval in the middle. I'm not entirely sure how big it needs to be though. Like if I were to do something like that would be nowhere near big enough, actually. Like for any proper movement. Like that ability in a in an arena would just be way too big. How am I gonna do this? Well, I mean, I'm also not gonna be using this for any amount of real combat. This is like the idea that it could be used for combat, not being used for actual combat. I don't know. I would like it if it would actually be big enough, so if I were to fight something in it, I would be able to properly move and like travel around. But I also don't have a whole lot of space in here, which is an issue. But that would be a fighting ring. Like most mobs I'm gonna fight would fit in this, and yeah, for like a PvP battle, this wouldn't really be big enough. But like if you were fighting like a training session, maybe? I don't know. I think I might go a little bit bigger than this, but it's like a decent starting point to understand how big things are gonna get. I think I want it wider and a little bit longer. So, what am I gonna do? Make the starting points 5. Let me just break this. Oh, I'm just gonna break one side of it, just like sort of see how big I'm going with it. Actually, I think I'm gonna... Yeah, I'm just gonna break the entire thing up. Yeah, I'm very indecisive when it comes to builds. Like, I have a sort of image of what I want it to look like, and then it doesn't turn out like that most of the time. But if I was to do, like, this, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, I think that would be more to my liking. But it does run into some, like, size issues. I suppose I could turn it 90 degrees, or I just make the hill bigger. One or the other. Oh, no. I didn't actually think about how big this dojo was going to be, and I didn't think about the space I had available. But... Well, I can move that a few blocks forwards, put, like, the entrance, like, right up against this, so that, like, this big staircase comes up right to the entrance of the building. Okay, okay. I think I have some ideas. Let me just, like, sort of get the layout how I want it. Let me just, like, move some stuff, set this up in a way where I think I'm gonna like how it's set up, and I'll be right back once I know what I'm doing. Okay, so I think I worked out, like, the ring shape I want. Like, I think this is a nice sort of middle ground between trying to stay within, like, the size constraints I have in my building location and, like, trying to get to a size that I was happy with. And I think this is like a nice compromise. It's a pretty decent oval, I think. And then basically I have built out where the walls are going to be, giving 4 blocks separation between like the farthest points. And I think on one of the sides I'm probably going to do like some sort of like offshoot building, like just something small. Like a small little addition is probably my goal on like one or both sides. But I also have an idea for how I want to do like the ring itself, and I figured we already have it set up. I think I'm just going to leave like this redstone slab ring as like this is the clear arena that you will be fighting in, and then I'm just going to replace like the stone, like the sandstone and dirt sand within with some like nice detail blocks. So I'm gonna remove like where the 2 and the 3 meet on these is going to be glowstone pieces. I need to get more glowstone if I want to actually properly use it for building, but for now this will do. And then I'm basically just going to replace a lot of like the sandstone here and like the sand with like charred pieces of rock and whatnot. I figured I'd grab some like glass and like spots where someone launched a fire strong. Yeah. Someone was like sparring and like launched a fire blast that was like so strong and actually turned some of the sand into glass. I thought that might be like a nice touch. Like someone here got a little bit too much a little too into it and launched like this huge, super hot, scorching ray that like turned that spot into glass and like charred the area around it. I thought might look nice. Ash. I'm trying to. It's also going to be troubles of trying not to go too far with it so that it's just too much. I think I might just do like that major spot and then like a few like scorch marks throughout the thing. I think like some ash here and there, put some ash over here, and right along the edge. A little bit more here. Like so. Like you can sort of see like some of the lines where like someone was hiding over there and just like boom and like fire racing across the ground. I thought the iron sand might look decent in here too, so I kind of like that. I might have to grab more of that and like mix it in. And I have a charred dirt. I mean, I could grab some like dirt pieces and like mix them in as well. Like, maybe a little bit more, but trying not to go too far with it, but also trying to make sure this looks like this is a well-used, like, little fighting arena. Do so. Replace that there and put this coarse dirt, this charred dirt right there. And then I think I want to replace some of the sandstone with regular sand. And do I have dirt in here? I'm just going to put in like a little bit of regular dirt. Not too much. Just enough to show that places have been tread. This was like... Yeah. Let me just fill in a few more places until I think I'm really trying to like make it shown that this is a fighting arena. This isn't some... This is meant to be messy. I think I'm just going to replace some of the sandstone as well with dirt. A little bit more here. And like a little bit more right along the edges. Like I've been doing a lot like in the middle. Because that's probably where most of the fighting is happening. So it makes sense for a lot of the char to be like in the middle or like aimed towards the edges, but not like at the edges proper. I totally just made like a... How did I manage this? Like I made a straight line unbroken, like all the way to the edge. like from one end to the other, where like I just didn't break up with anything extra. Just a little bit more here and here, and like one more piece of sand, dirt here. I like it. I think I want to mix in a little bit more of like the charred dirt if I can get a hold of it. I think there might actually still be some at the pub. I don't know. I'll have to think about what other types of blocks I would want in here. Maybe mix a little bit more glass in there, but I think I like that as just a singular spot. I don't know. But yeah, this is. I'm trying to. I think this gets the message across. Like, people are fighting here. They're launching scorching hot rays. Like the ground's getting messed up. Kind of wish there was some sort of like cracked redstone slab. Redstone. Nope, it's sandstone. Red sandstone is what I meant. Red sand. Nope, not Sam. Sand. What do we have? I mean, I could replace those half slabs with like these like paving tiles. But or I guess I could like chisel and bits. It's an option that I'm probably going to end up using at some point. I think I have an idea for like I want to put like these big pillars on like the corners of the building. And I think I know how to do it with chisel and bits, and I think I might be able to do it pretty simply. My goal for like the corners is to basically make these diagonal blocks as like these giant pillars. So it would just be like cutting a block down the middle, like a couple of times, like around it and just building it up. I think I could do that pretty simply. Explosion! Explosion! I missed. Also, I was out of cheese, so that last explosion wasn't going to hit anyways. But, yeah, it's a start to the dojo. We have, like, our fighting arena. We have, like, a fight pit, basically, already. I can work on the rest later on. I might do some, like, gathering and, like, planning some stuff out between episodes. But right now, this is probably a pretty good place to end things off. So I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed as much as I have, and I hope to see you next time. So, without further ado, take care, everybody.